Now, this is an old tool. Very good tool, but very old. Obviously it's been sitting up a long time. An Evolution BOARA2800. This was a heavy duty magnetic drill in its day. Very good machine, but obviously this one's seen better days. It's been stored for quite some time by the looks of it. And the last time somebody's had it has had a go at it. Pulled out the bridge rectifier, pulled out some of the wiring. Obviously it doesn't know which way it goes back together. Not running anyway. So we need to see if we can rewire this, see what the problem was, test this rectifier, and see if we can get this thing running again without spending too much money, because it is quite old. So first thing, test the rectifier. That's what they pulled out, so maybe that's what the problem was. So rectifier is a fairly simple device. AC power in, DC power out. So it's just diodes inside. Diodes are one-way electrical components. That's current flow in one direction and one direction only. So these are in such a way so AC goes on. You need a bridge rectifier on something like this here. Magnetic drill. You need the magnet to run on DC. So you need a bridge rectifier to take the AC, turn it to DC, so you can run the magnet. So for testing a bridge rectifier, put your meter to diode testing. On all bridge rectifiers, there'll be some markings, but the pins themselves, you'll have 3 the same and 1 different. The different one is always going to be the positive DC, and on the opposite side of that, the negative DC. These are going to be the ACs. Test. Take your DC positive, put your negative lead onto it, and test the opposite pins. So that one's okay, getting the reading. This one's giving you nothing. So this diode here could be faulty. And put your positive onto your negative lead. Test again. This one's okay, and this one's okay. So now we can tell that this is alright as well. So these 3 okay. This diode is dead. So that's a faulty bridge rectifier. So, new bridge rectifier, same type, same amp reading on it, same configuration, 3 pins the same, 1 different. The different one is the DC positive. Negative on there. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. And that one's good. So that's a good rectifier. Nothing wrong with this one. So what you're actually doing when you're testing these, the multimeter is actually putting out a small amount of voltage. This is made up of diodes inside. Diodes don't allow the voltage to travel one direction only. So you put the negative onto your positive lead, go to these other diodes, it's allowing the current to flow. So if I were to test this the other way around, put positive to positive, test the same diodes, nothing. So now, the awkward bit, to actually rewire this. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought. So this is your neutral. Live neutral coming in. Live goes to the fuse. Neutral goes to the switch. Live from the fuse also then goes to the switch. So top is live, bottom's neutral. Live then goes up to the motor switch then, standard on off switch, but it has a solenoid built into it. So when you power it on, the solenoid keeps the switch staying on. If it loses power, the switch will stay off. So not much to wire in this actually. This leads going down here. For the motor. Bridge rectifier. There's your positive DC. So positive lead. This is only a magnet, so it doesn't actually matter all that much. And then the AC then. Again, doesn't matter. AC's AC. Put that on either way. And that just sits up in this wee housing. Hopefully, if that's all that was wrong, this should run. We've got power. We have magnets. The bridge rectifier is working. And we have a motor. So that's her up and running again. That's the main problem done. Next problem, quiet you. Next problem is this plate. It's missing. So the last time somebody's worked at this, pulled this out, tried to fix it, failed, stored the thing in the shed, and this here's actually got lost. So I'm going to have to make a plate to cover this now. It's big enough. Just a wee off cut of a kick plate. So we'll cut that to shape and use that as our plate. Now, that should do the job. Nice. That's her. One old Evolution magnetic drill up and running again. She's a bit rough looking. But she works.